Hello students, welcome you all once again to my channel. In the previous class, we have learned naming of complex compounds using IUPAC rules one by one. Okay, hope all of you have gone through that video and I guess you have learned all those rules. Okay, so if you know those rules, then it will be very easy while we name the complexes. Okay, students, I have given few examples over here so that it would be very easy for you in naming complex compounds. So let's start with number 1. K3FeCN6. So we have seen that like simple salts or like ionic compounds, the positive part is named first, then followed by the name of the negative part, that is anion. So same we follow in naming complex compounds also. Okay. So in naming this complex, the cation potassium is named first, then followed by the name of the anion. Okay. So what is the cation here, students? Potassium is the cation and anion is, that is the complex ion is FeCN6 minus 3. Why is minus 3 there on FeCN6, students? Outside the coordination sphere, there are 3 monovalent cations. Okay. Hence, FeCN6 will have minus 3 charge. Okay. Now, let us name this complex. Potassium hexacyanoferrate 3. Okay, potassium, now you know. What is hexacyano? Fe is surrounded by 6 CN groups. The ligands here are 6 in number. Okay, that is hexacyano. And ferrate. Why are we calling it as ferrate? Because in negative complex ions, at the end of the name, we add ATE. This is only in the case of negative complex ions. Okay. Hence, it is called as potassium hexacyanoferrate. Then what is this 3, students? Written in Roman numericals, this is the oxidation state of iron. So this also I have taught you how to determine oxidation state. Please go through that video also and learn how to calculate oxidation state or oxidation number of the central metal atom. Okay. So here I have given again the calculation of oxidation state. So look here. So what do we need here? Oxidation state of iron. Okay. So FeCN6 minus 3 is the complex ion. Okay, students. So we don't know the oxidation number of iron. Write it down as X plus minus 1 into 6. So how many ligands are there? 6. So each CN has minus 1 charge. So minus 1 into 6 is equal to the total charge on the complex ion, that is minus 3. So minus 1 into 6, how much? Minus 6. X minus 6 is equal to minus 3. So minus 6, if it comes to right side, it becomes plus 6. So F is equal to 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Hence 3 is the oxidation state of iron. Okay. Understood, students? So this is the way we name the complex K3FeCN6. Now moving on to the second complex, CrNH3 6Cl3. Outside there is Cl3. That means there are 3 monovalent anions. Each Cl has minus 1 charge. Okay. Now the name of the complex cation. So CrNH3 6 plus 3 is the complex ion. Okay, why it has plus 3, students? Because outside there are 3 monovalent anions. Hence, plus 3 is the charge on the complex cation. So, how to name this complex cation? How many ligands are there? 6. What is the ligand here? NH3. What is it called as? Amine. So, hexaamine chromium 3 chloride. So, what is 3? Written in the Roman numericals, and also it should be enclosed in parentheses. It should be written in parentheses. What's the meaning of parentheses? It is nothing but we should write the oxidation state in brackets. So here also I have shown you how to determine or how to calculate oxidation number of chromium. Okay. Now consider this complex cation CrNH3 6 plus 3. So Cr oxidation number we do not know. X plus NH3 is a neutral ligand. So 0 into how many are there? 6 is equal to the charge on the complex cation is equal to plus 3. So anything into 0 is 0. X plus 0 is equal to 3. So X is equal to 3. Okay, students. So therefore the oxidation state of chromium is 3. Hence it is named as hexaamine chromium 3 chloride. Okay. So only for these two examples I have given you how to determine or how to calculate oxidation state. So learn these two examples thoroughly, then you can do the other examples. Okay. Moving on to the third example. Third one I have mentioned neutral complexes. That means which have no charge. So these neutral complexes, how do we name them? Their name is written as a single word. For example, CONH3 thrice Cl3. How is it named? It is named as, first of all, how many ligands are there? One is amine NH3 and the other one is chloro group. So two ligands are here. So ligands should be named in alphabetical order. Okay, so A comes first, C comes next. Hence it is named as triamine. There are three NH3 groups. Hence it is called as triamine trichloro cobalt 3. Again 3 is the oxidation state of cobalt. Okay, so kindly please calculate the oxidation state of cobalt basing on the first two examples. Kindly please do that. Okay, students. Next, fourth example. PTNH36Cl4. Now, what is the complex cation here? PTNH36 plus 4. Why? Because outside there are 4 monovalent anions. Each Cl has -1. Total how many Cls are there? 4 Cls. Therefore, it is -4. Hence, plus 4 comes on PTNH36. This is the positive ion or complex cation. So, it should be named first. So, how do we name this complex cation, students? 6 ligands are there. What's the ligand? NH3. What is it called as? Amine. So, hexaamine platinum 4 chloride. Don't forget to write the name chloride because there is Cl4 outside. Chloride ion. Okay, this is the anion. Fine, students. Hexaamine platinum 4 chloride. Okay, so 4 is the oxidation state of platinum. Next, fifth one. CONH3 thrice NO2 Cl2. 3 ligands are here, amine, chloro and nitrito. Follow the alphabetical order. Okay, so following the alphabetical order, we write the name of this particular complex as 3 amine groups are there, triamine. Next comes chloro. How many are there? 2. Dichloro. NO2 group, it is called as nitrito group. Okay, there is only one nitrito group, hence nitrito. Central metal atom cobalt and its oxidation number 3. Okay, so triamine dichloro nitrito cobalt 3. Okay, students. Next, number 6. CONH3 4 times Cl NO2 Cl. Okay. So now outside there is only one monovalent anion. So the complex cation will have +1 charge, that is CONH3 4 times ClNO2 plus. Again here there are 3 ligands. So naming according to the alphabetical order. So how many NH3 groups are there? 4. 1 chloro group and 1 nitrito group. So how to write, students? Tetraamine chloro nitrito cobalt 3 chloride. Okay. What is that, students? Tetraamine chloro nitrito cobalt 3 chloride. Okay. So I think by this time you might have understood how to write the names of the complexes. Seventh example. COEN thrice Cl3. What is En, students? Do you remember? It is a neutral ligand and it is called as ethylene diamine. It is a bidentate ligand. Okay. So, ethylene diamine. But how many ethylene diamine groups are here? 3. So, when there is already di or tri or tetra in the names of ligands, then what should be added as prefixes, students? Do you remember this rule? Again, my question. If there is already di or tri or tetra in the names of the ligands, and if there are more than ones, then how do you use or what do you add as prefixes? We cannot use ethylene diamine or triethylene diamine like that. We cannot use. What is that rule? So we have to use the prefixes like bis, tris, tetrakis, etc. Okay. So how many EN groups are here? 3. So what will you write as prefix? Tris ethylene diamine cobalt 3 chloride. Okay, students. Again, 3 is the oxidation state of cobalt. 8th example. CuEn twice SO4. So this is also ethylene diamine, but only 2 are there. So we should use bis ethylene diamine copper 2 sulfate. 2 is the oxidation state of copper. Next, Na3Al(F6). Na3Al(F6). There are 3 monovalent cations outside. So what would be the complex anion Al(F6) minus 3? Okay. So how to name it? Sodium, and Al is the central metal atom and F is the ligand. How many ligands are there? 6. What is F called as? Fluorido. Okay. So it is named as sodium hexafluorido aluminate. We should not call it as aluminium. We should call it as aluminate. Why? Because it is a negative complex ion. We should add ATE at the end of its name. And 3 is the oxidation state of aluminium. Okay, students. Next, 10th one. MnH2O 6 times plus 2. What is H2O called as? Aqua. How many are there? 6. So, hexa, aqua, manganese 2 ion or hexa, aqua, manganese 2. Okay. So, 2 is the oxidation state of manganese. Okay, students. Hope I am clear to all of you. Please go through all the examples. Take a pen and paper. Just don't listen to all these examples like this. Okay. Please try to write down and learn all these examples because this is a very, very important topic from complex compounds. Okay, students. Thank you.